So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 3 of our Sunderland career mode. And I'd like to say a huge thank you before we start this episode to everyone that has supported the series so far, and I'm hoping we can make it into a big series for me, and hopefully you guys will enjoy our journey through the Barclays Premier League and our journey to making Sunderland one of the best clubs in the world. But we are going to be jumping into our first competitive game of the series, which is going to be away from home up against the current top of the league opposition in real life, Leicester City. So it's going to be a difficult game for us, but we've got a few people making their debuts as well. So this is going to be the lineup we're going to be going with. Vito Mannone is going to be starting in goal ahead of Pantilimon, only because Pantilimon has picked up an injury and is unavailable to play at this moment in time. We're going to go with the back line of Matthews at right back. Making his debut will be Stones. Then we're going to have Kabul and Van Aanholt. Just in front of them will be Jan Mvila, which I'm actually thinking of maybe dropping him to the bench and bringing in a different player, mainly because Jan Mvila is only here on loan, and we want to develop players that are obviously going to be here on full-time deals and not loan deals, so we'll have to think about that one. And in the front three will be Pereira also making his debut, Jack Rodwell and Jeremy Lenz on the left, and then up top we're going to have Jermaine Defoe and Fabio Borini. And on the bench we do have other debutants which might be making their debuts in the game. We have Renato Sanchez, Reece Oxford, Henry and Ambrose. So we've got 4 different players on the bench as well that maybe we'll bring on. We'll have to wait and see depending how the game goes. But let's see if we can pick up our first 3 points of the series. Fabio Borini has just scored an absolute wonder goal for ourselves there. We picked up the ball on the edge of the box and I thought, why not let it fly with Fabio Borini, the former Liverpool man that Sunderland did in fact sign on a permanent deal. Jermaine Defoe lays the ball off to him. He takes on Hoof with a little bit of a pace there. And what about that for a strike? Past the face of Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel at full stretch. He was doing his very best to keep it out, but Fabio Borini scores an absolute wonder goal there, especially when Robert Hoof was actually holding his shirt as well. So if he went down, we probably would have been given a penalty, but Fabio Borini decided to strike it from the edge of the box. And what about that for a start? Maybe a good chance for Leicester to equalise here. They pick up the ball through Kante. Kante back to Inler. Some lovely play from Leicester. They play the ball out wide to Rehab Mahrez. We're trying to hold off him. He plays the ball to Okazaki. They play the ball to the far post. Lovely build-up play there. And they actually hit the crossbar. But the linesman on the far side raised his flag as one of the Leicester players was in fact standing in an offside position. But some lovely play from Leicester there. And they had completely tore us to pieces. Another good chance for Leicester. They play the ball to Jamie Vardy, and Jamie Vardy has found the back of the net. And the worst possible time for us to concede, we have conceded just before the half-time break. We failed to clear the ball here. Stones with an absolute delightful block. We get very unlucky there. The deflection falls straight to Kante. Kante with a lovely ball through to Jamie Vardy, and Jamie Vardy wasn't going to miss from there as he hits the ball into the roof of the net. And the England international scores his first goal. And maybe can he go ahead and beat his own record now of scoring 12 consecutive games? I don't know. Jamie Vardy with the ball through to Okazaki here. Okazaki gets back and I thought that was a lovely challenge there from Stones, and Stones on his debut has given away a penalty. I think the Leicester striker went down a little bit too easy there, maybe because he went from behind. I thought he still got the ball, but the referee didn't think so. And it's going to be Okazaki now up against Vito Mannone. Vito Mannone going the right way, and Mannone has saved the penalty. And we've let off the hook. Our goalkeeper there saving our bacon. A good penalty save, but then Okazaki, it wasn't the best placement from him, was it? However, as soon as Vito Mannone saves the penalty, the ball goes out wide for a corner, and Vito Mannone has gone from hero to villain. He goes ahead and saves the penalty, and then he comes out for this corner, gets nowhere near it. They win the header, and we find ourselves 2-1 down now. Vito Mannone, you've got to do better than that. Borini spreading the ball through to Matheus Pereira here. Pereira to pick up a goal on his debut. He has a wonderful strike, but Kasper Schmeichel, what a save. He's kept Leicester in the game there as he saves what should have been a certain goal. But we are going to make some substitutions now. We are going to be taking Rodwell off because he hasn't had the best of games, and we're going to bring on Renato Sanchez for his debut. And do we bring on Ambrose? And Ambrose a little bit more pace up top. I think we're going to leave it for the minute as we're going to bring on Renato Sanchez. And then if we find with the last 10 minutes we need a little bit burst of pace, we can take Fabio Borini or Jermaine Defoe off and bring on Thierry Ambrose. Good chance for Leicester here. Jamie Vardy plays ball to Okazaki. Okazaki strikes it. And Vito Mannone there at full stretch, managing to get a good hand on it. But it is going to be time to make another substitution. We are going to take Jermaine Defoe off. He hasn't done anything throughout the whole game. And we're going to bring on Thierry Ambrose for his debut off the bench as well. And let's see if Thierry Ambrose can terrorise the tired Leicester legs with a little bit of pace. However, Leicester with a good chance to wrap up the game here. Okazaki down the wing. He plays ball across. Can we get to that? Yes, we can. But it doesn't matter because the referee blows his full-time whistle. And we go ahead and lose our first competitive game of the series. And it was against Leicester. We did actually take the lead. But some poor defending from us gave them the goal. And then I think Vito Mannone was a little bit too happy that he saved the penalty. Had a rush of blood. Come out for that corner. Got nowhere near it. And Leicester found the goal, which won them all 3 points. But my man of the match does go to Fabio Borini. He did play very well in that game, and he scored a fantastic goal as well. So we get the contract offer accepted for Kamano, and we are going to go ahead and accept that one, and he will be coming into the club. I was trying to get Jordan I, but Liverpool want 19 million for him, and I'm sorry guys, I'm not going to do that. And I've decided I don't want Maximilian Meyer at the moment, basically because I would prefer Angel Correa because he can play striker and he can also play cam, and I would prefer a more versatile player, and maybe we can pick him up a little bit cheaper as well. So we now get a transfer offer for Valentin Roberge, the centre-back, and it's from Bolton. I think if they go ahead and give us a little bit more, 850,000, we will also let go of this 70-rated 28-year-old centre-back and maybe bring in a slightly younger person. However, some really good news for us here as Atletico Madrid have accepted a bid for Angel Correa. We offered 9.5 million plus Adam Johnson and they've gone ahead and accepted it. So we're going to go ahead and offer this guy a contract and he will be an important first team player if he does come in. I do believe he's around about the high 70 rating, but he has got a potential of 88, which is just amazing. However, we're now going to jump into the second game of the episode, which is going to be our first home game at the Stadium of Light up against Norwich. And if we want to be doing stuff this season, we've got to be beating the likes of Norwich. Without any disrespect whatsoever, Sunderland, in theory, are a more established, well-known club than Norwich, so we should be beating Norwich today. Fabio Borini spreading the ball through to Matheus Pereira here. Pereira using his pace, he gets away from his man. He's going to try a shot, and that was very close there to beating John Ruddy. It was a powerful shot, it was quite accurate, and I'm surprised he nearly found the back of the net there. However, Norwich with the first good chance of the game here, they strike it, and Vito Mannone matching it with a good save there. They went for power. I think if they went for placement, they would have had more of a chance there. But still, Vito Mannone matching it with a decent save, and he comes out, or we actually head the ball just before the goalkeeper, and we got a chance to go on the counter-attack here. Jermaine Defoe picks up the ball, he plays the ball to Rodwell. Rodwell with a lovely ball over the top to Borini. Can Borini get to that? Unfortunately not, and the counter-attack goes to nothing. Good chance for us here. We win the ball back through Adam Matthews. Adam Matthews plays the ball for Jermaine Defoe. It's not the best of balls. It goes out wide, but Jermaine Defoe strikes it. And that is an absolutely amazing save there from John Ruddy as Jermaine Defoe is denied his first goal so far this season as well. What a save that was from John Ruddy. Good chance for Norwich here. They play the ball through to Wes Hoolahan. He plays the ball back, and what a fantastic goal that is. And this is in trouble now, and it's starting to make me think this really is a hard career mode for me to do now because we're really struggling to contain Norwich. And what a goal that was. Vito Mannone can't be at fault for that one. And, Bocani scores a really good goal, and we can't lose our first two games as a manager taken over of Sunderland, can we? So we are now going to make some substitutions. Once again, we're going to bring on Renato Sanchez at cam. We're going to bring on Kamano on the left because Jeremy Lenz is getting a little bit tired. And I think we're going to bring on Thierry Ambrose again because Jermaine Defoe, once again, hasn't really done anything throughout the whole game. So the referee blows his full-time whistle, and this is a worrying start. We've lost 2 consecutive games against 2 teams that are going to be near the bottom of the table. Once again, not a good performance by our side there. Actually there, Jack rolled out a 5.3 rating. That's very poor. So Bolton do in fact come back to us and say they will match £850,000 for Valentin Roberge. So obviously he's going to be leaving the club, and we get 2 players returning from injury. Costal Pantilimon returns from injury, and Stephen Fletcher. So maybe Stephen Fletcher, is he going to be the answer to our lack of goals? Or is this guy going to be our answer to lack of goals? Because Angel Correa has accepted his contract and he's going to be the biggest player we've brought into the club so far. Maximilian Meyer we've decided not to go with, and we decided to go with this guy instead, Angel Correa. So we're going to have a look, see what he looks like. Jack Rodwell will probably be dropping to the bench, and as you can see, if we can find him, there he is. Angel Correa, 77. He's got good sprint speed, good stamina, he's got good acceleration, and most importantly, I wanted him at cam because he's got really good finishing. He's got quite good long shots as well, and as you can see there, he can play striker, cam and right mid. He's a versatile player, and that's the reason why I went for him and not Maximilian Meyer. So we're now going to move into our third and final game of the episode, which is going to be once again at home, and this time it's going to be up against Swansea. So making his debut in this game is going to be Angel Correa, who is by far going to be one of our best players, and he's probably the player that's got the most potential as well, him along with John Stones. Let's see how we can get on. I've also decided to keep Vito Minone in goal for this one, because I don't want to risk Pantilimon at the moment, as Vito Minone, let's face it, he made a mistake for the first one, but then he saved a penalty and he made a few good saves in the previous game, so he hasn't really done anything that wrong as of yet. We'll have to wait and see. Through to Angel Correa here. He's turned on his man. Angel Correa strikes it. And that's a really good save from the Swansea goalkeeper. And that is the reason why I wanted him in the side. Because even though he's a striker, we can play him at cam. Because he's got that pace about him. And obviously he can have them long shots. And he does look very promising. Once again, he's on the ball here. He takes on his man. I think, sure, he's going to pick up quite a few goals for us this season. You can tell in the early stages. He actually wins a free kick here on the edge of the box. I don't know who our best free kick taker is. Let's see, is it Jermaine Defoe or is there anyone else? Jermaine Defoe's got good power, but his free kick accuracy is not the best. Angel Correa's not too bad. The best free kick accuracy at the moment is Pereira, so we're going to give it to Pereira. He's actually a left footer. Can he get this up and over the wall? He gets up and it doesn't come down in time. So he comes close there, but it's a promising start for us. Angel Correa winning the ball back for us here. He's going to try and take on everyone for pace. He plays the ball out wide to Mateus Pereira. Pereira cuts back inside. Can Pereira pick up his first goal? He strikes it. And once again, Pereira's strike goes just wide of the post. But we have been awarded a corner, so we're going to take the short corner here. We're going to whip the ball to the far post. It's a good ball in the box. Can we win that header? Unfortunately, knocks. The goalkeeper gets a good touch on it. And it goes out wide for a throw-in. But John Stones is going to take the throw-in. He plays the ball out wide to Adam Matthews. Matthews back to Stones. I don't know what Stones is doing that far up. Stones with a good ball in the box there. Can we win that header? Yes, we can. And we get given yet another corner. However, Jermaine Defoe here, he's sprinted past everyone. Can Jermaine Defoe find the back of the net? Unfortunately not, because the Swansea goalkeeper there with a wonderful save. We're really struggling to score goals. But Lenz whips the ball in the box. It comes to Matthews. Matthews to win the header. It comes out wide. Van Aanholt trying to put the Swansea player under pressure here. And they've got a chance to go on the counter-attack. They're throwing plenty of bodies forward. Good chance for Swansea to win it here. They got the ball with Kabul. We're trying to hold him off as we were in trouble. We were outnumbered there. But we win the ball back with Renato Sanchez. Sanchez to Lenz. Lenz to Fletcher. Fletcher through to Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe's got no one up there to help him. But he's going to try and hold off the player, which he does do very well here. He's still got a little bit of stamina left. He cuts back inside. Jermaine Defoe. A lovely ball through to Stephen Fletcher here. Fletcher with the ball through to Lenz. Lenz can't quite get there. But we've still got the ball here with Van Aanholt down the wing. Van Aanholt's going to whip the ball in the box. Can we get a good head on it? It comes to Kamano at the far post. He wins the header, but it goes out wide for a corner. So with just 1 minute left on the clock, we've got one last chance. Lenz to whip the ball in the box. Can we score from the header? It comes to Adam Matthews. Matthews to win the header. It comes to Stones. Stones' shot is blocked on the line. And how unlucky are we going to get? We go ahead and get our shot blocked on the line. Stones with the shot. And what about that for a block? Right on the very line. However, that is going to be it for the game. So we've only picked up 1 point out of 9. That is worrying signs, to be honest. Jan Vila was pretty solid at the back, to be honest. But still, we've got to improve. Somehow we've got to try and find a way of scoring. So at least from the player training now, Jack Rodwell has now hit the 76 rating, which of course means we are going to take him out now because he hasn't got tons of potential. So I think we'll take Jack Rodwell out and try and find a younger player with more potential to step into his place. However, we get some really good news here as we put a surprise bid in. We just put a bid in to see if we could pick up Mbolo, and they've accepted it. We offered 5 million plus Seb Larsson because, to be honest, Seb Larsson's quite old now and we don't actually need him because we've got plenty of central midfielders. And, well, He's accepted, so Mbolo might actually be coming into the club. If we offer him a $20,000 a week contract, he's going to win a 4-year deal. We're going to give him a squad rotation player at the moment. If he doesn't accept that, we'll have to give him an important first-team player, but that could be a really good deal for us. However, as you see there, he does in fact reject it because he wants a bigger squad role, so we're going to go ahead and give him an important first-team role. We're not going to give him crucial at this moment. We're going to give him important first team, and let's see if the 18-year-old from Basel, Switzerland, will come to England and join Sunderland. So straight away he comes straight back to us and says, yes, of course I will. So Bril Donald Mbolo has joined the club, and we've only got 700,000 left, but we've got quite a bit of wages left. So basically we've spent all our money, but I think we've spent it really wisely as well. We've brought in loads of new players. However, that is in fact going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it really does help my channel out. And I really hope to see you next time very, very soon for the next episode of whatever that career mode might be. Thank you. Bye-bye.